basically reached a signatory status with SPS New England, one of the preeminent road and bridge contractors in the state of Massachusetts and throughout New England.
Let me just start off by saying, on behalf of everybody at SPS New England, in particular, myself, my sister Karen, and my brother Philip, who couldn't join us here, and all the rest of our senior staff that is here that you'll meet later, and everybody else that couldn't be here, we are now very, very proud members of the New England Laborers Council. Thank you very much.
The dialogue between the Laborers Union and SPS is well over 10 years old. I know in the last 5 years I've been actively involved in developing a relationship along with the organizing department with Scotty and Armand from the regional office and other members. And over the course of all that time, the relationships kind of evolved and went from a better understanding, more respect, and then ultimately trust. And when we reached that last point, that's what brought us to the point of today in having a signatory relationship.
You know, at that time when we were first met with various representatives of the laborers, we were still a very young company. Money was very much at a premium, and we were very fearful of losing, you know, our control, losing our competitiveness. Just, you know, quite honestly, you know, there was some fear of the unknown. A call came in that someone very, very high up in the ranks at the New England Laborers wanted to meet with us. And of course that turned out to be Armand Sabitoni, and we agreed to meet with him. And I can tell you that that meeting was a turning point in our outlook and our attitude toward becoming the possibility of becoming signatory. Joe Bonfiglio was at the meeting as well, and the combination of the level of professionalism that they displayed at that meeting just completely changed, as I say, some of the stereotypes that we had about becoming union. And they explained to us in a way that we were able to believe about how progressive the unions had come over the years, how it was now more of a partnership rather than an acrimonious relationship, you know, an us against them type relationship. And they understood the challenge that we face in being competitive in an industry that has, you know, traditionally very, very low profit margins and high risks.
You're not going to convince a guy like Wayne Capoluso or SPS that you should sign on the dotted line with the laborers until, you know, there's a relationship which is established. And we all know that in our businesses, that life's of relationships, which then create trust, credibility, character of each other.
So it was very refreshing to hear from the very highest ranks of the laborers that they understood the business aspect of running a company, and that it wasn't just that we were out there trying to scrimp and scrounge every penny we could by short shrifting our labor force. It was a matter of trying to survive in a very difficult industry.
Now you got to know a little bit about Wayne, something that, yes, I learned many years ago. Smart individual with passion for his company and what he does each and every day as a heavy and highway contractor, which kind of looks familiar, doesn't it? It looks like our passion and what we feel about the Laborers Union and what our guys do and women do each and every day on the job.
Speaking on behalf of myself and all the laborers here, we are all excited about achieving this relationship. But what I think we're more committed to realizing the goals of this opportunity to not only to achieve continued success, but greater success.
I knew this day, as Wayne knew that this day would come, because, again, a significant company talking to a significant organization with things to offer. The company, constant bidder out there on heavy and highway and pretty damn successful. And the company that they created, and a labor's union which have grown over the years because we got the commitment that guys like him made. You know, his story about starting when money was short and doing the work and then creating the company that he created, that's something that we respect.
I can tell you with total honesty and total certainty that once we began the discussions with the laborers at the level that we were at with Joe and Armand, all of the concerns about whether or not we were being talked to in an honest and in a way that we could trust, those were gone. At that point, it just became a question of how can we now make sure that if we do this, we're going to be able to continue to be competitive, that we'll be able to continue to grow, and we'll be able to continue to keep control of our company. And we've accomplished that now. I think we're looking forward to this as a strategic opportunity for us to enter certain markets that we otherwise might not be able to enter at all. So we're hopeful that not only are we going to continue to be competitive, but this is going to allow us to grow and get even bigger than we otherwise would get. I think I've laid out how passionate we are about this, how happy we are to be a part of your union. And let me just reiterate, this was not done under any sort of duress whatsoever. This was done as 100% our free act indeed. And Armand understood how important that was, and he said right from the beginning, he said, Wayne, we don't want you guys if you're not ready yet. When you're ready, and you will get ready, you will be ready eventually, he says, that's when we want you. And that day has finally come, and I can't tell you once again how proud I am and how happy I am. Thank you.
Yeah.